Holy shit, guys. They really f***ed up this time. For any of you guys that's been living under a rock, you should know that Clash Royale is about to come up with an absolutely horrendous update. It might honestly be worse than Clan Wars 2, and that's saying something, because Clan Wars 2 is f***ing terrible. So today we're going to be breaking down the update piece by piece and talking about why it is so f***ing terrible. Have you guys really not liked this video or subscribed to the channel? You. So first we're going to talk about how they changed Pass Royale. There's now going to be 3 tiers to Pass Royale. There's going to be the free version, the gold version, and the diamond version. So the free version, you are now going to get 1 gold crate, 35 crown chest, and 2,500 season tokens. This is so bad compared to the other one. It's like so terrible compared to what you got before the update. If you thought the Clash Royale was not near as pay to win, which was kind of my opinion, was not near as pay to win that a lot of people think, it now is. There's so much shit. There's so much shit. This is honestly so shitty, and there's no way you can justify being at the top of ladder while being a free-to-play player. There's no way it's even going to be physically possible to do it without at least getting the upper version of the pass, much less buying gems. The second version is the gold pass. They nerfed the shit out of the gold pass. You don't get a wild royal chest anymore. You don't get a magic coin anymore. You don't get a champion anymore. And they made it more expensive. It's now $6 instead of $5. What the f***? You now get 840 common wild cards, 180 rare cards, 88 epic wild cards, 5 motherfucker. You now get 840 common wild cards, 180 rare wild cards, 88 epic wild cards, 5 legendary wild cards, 10 plentiful gold chests, 5,000 season tokens, 1 champion, 1 tower skin, and 6 chest keys. How goddamn exciting. They're not only making it more expensive, but they are nerfing the shit out of it. And on top of that, don't worry guys, you're still going to have your golden name. And on top of that, they're giving your high roller passes for all you rich motherfuckers that play this game that are going to spend $12 a month on this new pass, which is $144 a year for all you people that can't do math. You're going to get all the rewards from the gold and the free pass, plus 500 gems, 7,500 season tokens, 10 overflowing gold crates, 2 giant chests, 2 magical chests, 1 royal wild chest, 1 champion, 1 animated battle banner. You're also gonna get a premium clan gift for your clanmates. So, I mean, whatever the fuck that means, I don't really know. Basically, for all you people that do not go to college, this is something called anchor and adjust. They basically give you a starting price, which is the gold pass, for $6. And then they give you a larger price of $12. They're gonna make the $6 price absolute which is your gold pass, just so you can look at the $12 price and be like,
holy shit, look how much more I'm gonna get from the $12 price compared to the $6 price.
So you just eventually spend the money on the $12. Because honestly, in all reality, if you're going to spend money on this game after this update, you have to buy the diamond pass because the gold pass is just absolutely terrible. For any of you guys that didn't max out your champions from before with the book of books and the free coin, that's like, you guys are You guys are absolutely done for because there's no real way for you to max it out anymore. Like even the diamond ones, you don't get, like you get 2 champions out of it. I don't see a book of books on here. In all reality, I mean, I don't know how many people are gonna buy the pass anymore because it makes no sense to buy the $6 pass. And I really do not know how many 12 to 18-year-old children are going to be able to buy a $12 per month pass. It just honestly makes no sense. The second thing that we're getting is the season shop. The season shop comes with season tokens, which are something I'm about to explain. This is honestly the better part of the update. It's still kind of shitty, but it's alright. You can get these tokens from doing anything in the game, through the events tab, through the Path of Legends, through regular ladder. You can get them anywhere. You'll get tokens for the amount of towers you destroy, the amount of your towers that are left at the end of a game, and the amount of elixir that you spent. I do not know the multipliers behind that, that's just what it says. It's basically the only incentive that you now have to play in the event tab, which I'll talk about later, which is now, for all you players that only play 2v2, that's now going to be in the event tab. You're no longer going to get crowns from that. You're no longer going to get victory gold, you're no longer going to get any of that. So basically this season shop is the only reason why you would play in that tab. It's basically going to make it to where a lot of the lower level players and a lot of the casual players that just come on here to play around, don't really care about ladders. It's the only thing that they got. And let me tell you, that's very underwhelming. They call this update an update for losers, basically because you now get crowns and rewards for losing games from the towers that you have standing and the elixir spent. But in all reality, I think everyone's losing from this update because this is the only thing that lower level players got. If you're not spending any money on this game, there's absolutely zero shot that you will now get to the upper end of this game, because especially once level 15 comes out, it's going to be damn near impossible to max out your cards without buying the diamond pass. And the last main section of this update is the new events tab. This is basically going to be a multi-step process to completely redo the events tab. They're going to take your party mode and they're going to go put it where the challenges usually are. They're going to make it to where 2v2 and the 1v1 section in the party tab are now going to be over there. And they made it to where you're no longer going to get crowns and victory gold from those games. You're only going to get those season tokens that I just now talked about. There's still going to be rotating party mode games. Like, you're still going to get your draft mode occasionally. You might get your touchdown. You might get stuff like that still rotating. But it's all going to be over there, and there's barely going to be any incentive because you can no longer get chests from those games. It's just stupid. Doesn't make any sense. They're also completely nerfing challenges. They made it to where grand challenges only cost 50 gems to get in, and you can only get 11,000 gold if you win the challenge. This doesn't make any sense why they would do it. I understand that a lot of you are going to think
it's now more accessible for more players to get into. That's a great thing.
But in all reality, no, it's not. For the grand scheme of the game, you have to have some kind of a mode where you can look at statistics and see what actually is a great card and what is a bad card. There is a problem that we have in this game that you can look at high ladder or you can look at low ladder, and they're gonna look completely different. Like high ladder, almost everything's gonna have a 50% win rate. Everything's gonna be in between 54 and 46% win rate, almost always. Low ladder is going to look absolutely like a train wreck. Like Mega Knight's gonna have a 5,000% win rate. Wizard's gonna have a 35% use rate. So you can't really look at low ladder and you can't really look at high ladder. Low ladder is just going to look like a train wreck. High ladder is all going to look the same. So the only like medium that we have to look at for statistics of how good cards actually are at a certain period of time are grand challenges. And if you make it to where more low ladder players can get into grand challenges, it's going to completely throw the numbers off. We're going to have 4,000 trophy players playing in these challenges to where the statistics don't look the same. And that's where most of the statistics that you hear from people thrown around are grand challenge statistics. So basically all of these statistics are going to be completely thrown off. This is honestly probably the worst part of the update in my opinion, because now not only have they completely cash grabbed, they have now made it to where no one can see what cards are actually good in the goddamn game. I have no idea why they would do this. Also, they made it to where classic challenges are still a thing. I'm pretty sure they don't cost anything to get inside of. Why the would you have a classic challenge? It doesn't even make any sense. Just completely throw it out of the game at this point. And they made it to where challenges are now going to be in there, like challenges that you need revamps in, they're still going to be in there. It doesn't really make any sense. That's a big perk of the gold pass, that you can get into rebuys into these challenges. But most of the challenges, you don't even need rebuys anymore. Most of the challenges, they're unlimited losses. And the occasional one that needs rebuys, it's like, oh, you need a rebuy to get this gold chest at the end of it. They do have one good thing from the events tab, and that is that you can actually play challenges after you finish them. So if you play the super ice golem challenge and you finish the challenge at 8 wins, you can keep playing the ice golem challenge even though you've already finished it. That's probably the one good thing out of this. But now this events tab, you can no longer get crowns, you can no longer get chests, you can no longer basically get any rewards outside of these season tokens, and they've completely destroyed grand challenges, which completely destroys any outside knowledge that we have of what is going on in this game. This makes no sense. Clash Royale is already up so many times with the Phoenix, with the Mirror, with the Electro Giant, and I really didn't think that they could it up more than they already have, but at this point, I really don't know how much longer most people are going to play it.